Hey guys, Double Wide 6 here, and I'm working on putting this ATV back together, and I just found out that this thing has like a system of clips. If you see these little holes, these plastic clips go in there, and then if the clips like this are broken off, you're pretty much screwed. You got to get a new panel. Not so fast. I actually have a system I've been using here to fix these. And you know, I think it's worth sharing. It's pretty good. You can see I have a clip on there, real strong. And I'm going to show you how I'm doing this in this video. So the first step is to drill a hole, and you want to use a smaller bit than the gauge of wire that you're using. And this is very tricky because the plastic is thin and it also goes on an angle. So I have the drill tilted towards the inside a little in case it pokes through. I don't want it to show on the outside. And I'm going down about 3/8 of an inch, and I just have a little hole there. So here's a look at the hole. You can see it's pretty small. It's smaller than a 1/16 of an inch. The wire that I'm using is 1/16 gauge aluminum fence wire. I happen to have this on hand, and it's pretty malleable. So I'm just going to take that wire, put it in a vise. Now you could use pliers to do this. I've just been using a vise. And you want to bend that thing over to 90 degrees. Okay, so here's my wire. And with the first one, I did a little bit of experimentation, and it didn't quite stay in the hole. So what I found is that if I go about 3/16 of an inch from the bottom and take a punch and give that a pretty good hit, that gives me a wide spot, and that will allow the plastic to actually grab onto the piece. So you don't want to do it right on the end because you want it to go in the hole, and that wide spot is going to grab on real well. Next step here is to take your torch, and this is just propane, and you want to heat up your aluminum till it turns orange. Okay, I have my metal orange. Let it cool a hair, because I notice if it's bright orange, it will really melt that plastic. So I'm just slowly pushing it down, and we're trying to insert it in the plastic, and I'm holding it still using my vice grip. And I found one other thing that works really well is while it's still hot, if you get on the outside and the inside of the plastic with some set of crimping pliers and give it a decent squeeze while it's warm, that's going to force that plastic around that little bulge that you put in there. And that's it. That's all it takes to make these clips. Here we are hooked on there with the vice grip, and we'll just do a little test for you. And you can see it's hooked on there very well, and it's actually hooked so well that it's causing the aluminum to actually bend. But you can see that's a pretty good system. Otherwise, oops, I'm losing you there. Otherwise, you got to actually replace that plastic. So anyhow, I'm Double Wide 6, and I'm going to put a link in this video so that you can get yourself the propane torch, that auto start, which is real nice and handy for these type of jobs. And I'll put that link in the description. Please comment and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thanks.